Rise and shine. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Intuitive Stretch Live. If you're watching the replay, welcome back. Good morning. We got Cha-Cha here, Caitlin, and Gabby from PR. Buenos dias. Rise and shine. Happy Thursday, July 8th, 2021. Yes, how are we feeling? Take a second here to rate your states. Reminding you that however you're feeling this morning is A-OK, 1 through 5. 5 being like you are so ready to conquer everything and anything, and 1 being like, I do not want to get out of bed today. I am exhausted. I'm going to go ahead and share my state. I'm feeling a little better today. Today has been a much better energetic day for me throughout this transit, throughout this week. So how about you? How are you guys feeling? How did you sleep? My goodness, I am barely sleeping these days. My little fur baby has been a little sick, so we have been taking care of her. And that just requires me to get up very early in the morning to make sure she gets her meds. So you already know. All right. Also today we are working with the solar plexus. All right, so we're looking into the solar plexus today and what that is for us. We're going to go through a couple affirmations. We're going to go through a couple of poses today that are going to assist us in the healing process and also in the activation of our solar plexus. And of course, we'll get into the breath work. And then of course, we're going to get into a nice little oracle reading. Ooh, Cha-Cha, good morning. I woke up a 1, but feel much better. I say 3.75. That is so much better. Oh, a 1. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. I hope that you can feel it and receive it. These transits are pretty strong. So the other day I was reading, I think I mentioned this to you when I saw you, Cha-Cha, in person, which by the way, you guys, I met Cha-Cha in person. It was so nice. And I met her baby boy, so beautiful. He's going to be a heartbreaker. Not because of this, but because of this. But I was explaining to Cha-Cha that I was reading something, and it mentioned how we should, or not should, right? But we can lean into the unpleasant experiences versus resisting, but leaning into them because this is what they are, this is what it is, and not making anything more uncomfortable for us in this experience, but to learn from it, to keep an open heart and have courage, because there is no courage without fear. So leaning into it is what it was. Okay, so I'm glad to see that you're doing so much better. I'm glad to know that you're doing so much better, Cha-Cha. That's amazing. Gabby says she's feeling pretty good, a 4 with a smiley face. I love that. So good, so good. How's the weather over there in PR, Gabs? Because I know that there was like a hurricane, tropical storm, but it was heading another way. Not sure what that was about. It's kind of like blooming over Miami, but not really. So I'm not sure how that's happening over there. All right. And then Caitlin says this week is a real doozy. So 2.53. Okay, awesome. Good to know this. I'm not alone, Caitlin, because you already know. It's been a pretty trying week for me personally too. So I feel you, a little doozy. I like that word. 2.5/3. Okay, well, hoping that with this solar plexus stretch and mindfulness, we can get to a state of neutrality, right? Of sovereignty, to maybe activate our sense of worth and power within us. And I wish that for all of us here, okay? Beautiful. Gabby says, Elsa passed to the south. Okay, so lots of rain, but we good. Okay, gloomy again today, hurricane season in full force. Tell me about it, in full force. Yeah, a lot. So, and you know what's interesting is as without, so within, but always really as within, so without. You know, we're always working in tandem. I always say this, co-creating with the world, with energy, with nature. And there has been a lot of transitional inner shadow kind of uprooting work this past week. And if you look at Earth and Gaia and what she was kind of going through, right? It's interesting. So we are not separate from her. All right, you guys. So today we're working with the solar plexus. I know that we have been working with the chakra system for a long time now, so we all kind of understand where the solar plexus is. We're going to begin with our breath work. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and dive into what the solar plexus is. I recommend for you guys to really disconnect from anything else that is happening around you if you can, and really try to come in, because the solar plexus deals with your relationship to yourself. So we have worked on the root, we've worked on the sacral, and those chakra systems or those chakra energy centers really work with our relationship to people and to things. But the solar plexus really deals with yourself. So really, let's focus in on our bodies, allow tears to come forward, allow laughter, allow hope, allow fear, anything to uproot, because this is information for you, as I always like to say, right? This doesn't own you. This is just information for yourself to have awareness what's happening inside of you, okay? So when you're ready, let's go ahead and dive in. If you have some sage, let's go ahead and smudge our space. Create this space for your sanctuary as your sanctuary. This is your moment. These next 45 minutes are for you to dive in with yourself, with others here, other intuitives. So taking those big inhales and exhales, starting to slow down the breath. It's amazing what can happen when you take a couple of seconds, maybe minutes, to center yourself and take some time for yourself to listen in. As an example, I was very jittery this morning. I'm sure that you can relate. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and you're a little jittery, or there's a lot of movement in you and you're not sure what's happening. But I decided to take a couple of minutes to sit in silence and inquire. And I could feel my body literally moving forward and back. And that was just my inner compass, right? My Merkaba. And it was just it's a lot of movement. So I wanted to find some peace in it. So I took some time for myself today. So if you're finding today that you're a little bit restless, there's a lot of head space, a lot of stuff happening in your head space, maybe in your body, take some time, in addition to intuitive stretch, to be there for yourself, to take those deep breaths. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my diffuser. Today I'm working with lemon, yellow, citrus blend from doTERRA. And I'm using it as a diffuser for us, right? Beautiful. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and dive into the breath work. So when you're ready, you can go ahead and find a comfortable position. You can sit on that booty, sitting up nice and tall. You can also lay down. I'm going to go ahead and ask you to place your wrists on your knees if you're sitting. If you're laying, just lay the hands to the sides. Just take a big sigh. Yes, just a big sigh. Yes. And we're going to bring our awareness, we're going to bring our focus, our attention, our intention to the center of our tummies, center of our stomachs, our solar plexus. And as you start to bring that focus there, start to take those inhales and exhales at your own pace, start to slow it down. Inhale. And exhale. If you'd like, you can use your third eye to visualize a yellow diamond right in the center of your solar plexus. You can also visualize a yellow flower, perhaps a lotus flower, blossoming. You could even add yellow as a light and send it to that solar plexus. I'm going to ask you to place your right hand on your solar plexus. You can place your other hand on top of that right hand over the solar plexus. You're just going to hold your solar plexus here. And as you take those big inhales, I'd like for you to feel the compression of your skin, of your stomach, pressing onto your hands. And as you exhale, feel that contraction, organic contraction occur. Big inhale, feel the solar plexus rise and lower. And as we dive into this practice, I call upon our ancestors of love and light, our guardians that we pray to and ask for assistance to be with us here and now. As we dive into this practice of introspection and healing and activation, this way so that we may know ourselves. We may know ourselves so that we may heal ourselves. We may activate all the things and all the parts and aspects of us that are required for us to move forward and live consciously and healed in strength. When you're ready, let's take a big inhale here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Big exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Once again, big inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Big exhale for 6, 5, 3, 2. Once again, last time, your biggest inhale here, maybe lifting the shoulders for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Biggest exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping those hands where they are. Closing the eyes, keeping the eyes closed, maybe dropping the chin. The solar plexus is the third energy center point, and it deals with personal power, will, assertiveness, action, vitality, movement, individuation, and extreme states like joy to anger. In totality, it is about transformation. The color here is yellow, and the element is fire. Today we have the musical note E behind us as we stretch today. And an affirmation I'd like for you to take with you today is, now is the time for me to lead from my personal power. Now is the time for me to lead from my personal power. When you're ready, you can go ahead and open up those eyes. All right, you guys. So I went ahead and inquired today with the Goddess Power Oracle deck to see what is going on with our solar plexus here. And when I dive into these readings, I primarily ask or I inquire what is happening within the Intuitive Stretch tribe. What are the messages for us here watching the live and also watching the replay? All right. So overall, the message here today is Nike ambition, but in the reverse. All right, so this is, again, we were talking about how the solar plexus is about personal relationship. It's our relationship to ourself, okay? And the solar plexus is about individuation, assertiveness, going forward in the world, the fight or flight, okay? But it came in the reverse. So here's your message. Take what resonates and leave the rest. All right. Comparing yourself with others may have triggered jealousy and envy. It's time to step out of this race and recognize that you are where you are and where you need to be. Your life is a marathon, not a sprint to your next goal. Your only competition is with yourself. So choose now how you want to feel about your life and who you want to become. Then take baby steps toward your highest intentions. Cheer on others who are successful. Learn from them and help those who are struggling. You can learn from them too. Your place in the world is assured. So remember that however long it takes you to live your life to its fullest is perfect. All right. Another card that came through, this was the overall message. The direct message today, all right? Now this becomes a little ominous whenever I bring this card forward, or whenever this card does come forward, it's a little. But I want you to remember that magic, right, is beautiful, and it's also mystical. It's also mysterious, right? Uncertainty. It's the beauty. It's leaning into the uncertainty because that is the magic, the ride. Also, transformation is also synonymous with death and rebirth, okay? So the card that came through today is Morgan, Death and Magic, all right? And what she's basically saying is that now is the time for you to let certain parts of yourself die, okay, essentially, because there really is never death. It's always transcendence. So this card comes forward to let us know that there is a part of us, an aspect of us that is already releasing. A part of us is uprooting, and when things uproot in us, it is so that we can see it, because it comes to visit us, emotionally speaking, traumas from the childhood past, right? Things that we have not seen yet in us. So things lift and they uproot in our minds and our emotions, and perhaps we don't have intellect of understanding why it's happening. Why are we feeling this way? Why am I? But all of these things uproot and surface so that we can take a look at them for reevaluation, so that we can see, does this fit where I live right now? Does this fit in resonance with who I am right now? So death comes, right? So that there's transcendence. So what aspect of you in this now moment, in this time, is ready to release? What aspect of you is knocking on your door saying, I no longer resonate here. I'm ready to be released from myself. Is it something from your past? Is it something from your childhood, right? There's no right or wrong. This is your message. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You have Nike Ambition, and you have Death and Magic. Remember that she came in the reverse, so inner. Okay? All right, my friends. Beautiful messages, reminding you that your affirmation today is, now is the time for me to lead from my personal power. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and find a comfortable position, open up. We got a couple of poses today that are going to specifically aim for the solar plexus, all right? And when you are in these positions, feel free to add that affirmation. Now is the time for me to lead from my personal power. All right, so when you're ready, last thing, we didn't do this. Let's light our flame. Let's light our flame. Beautiful light. I've been lighting a candle every single day for Daisy, so I already made one, and I guess I thought I did it, but I didn't. This is for me. All right, so light your flame. What is your intention today with your light? Big inhale, big exhale. Remember that this doesn't have to be so big. It's personal and it's real. So what is your intention today? No judgment with yourself. And because we're dealing with the solar plexus, my intention for you today is to have the courage to attend to your intention. Caitlin says, y'all can't see it, but my candle is Palo Santo scented. Oh my gosh, can I see that one more time, Caitlin? Oh my gosh. Oh wow, Palo Santo and chill. That is so freaking cool. Wait, same. Gabby's like, jelly. I'm so jelly too. Wow. Oh my gosh. Can be a massage oil? Wait, you gotta send us like all of this stuff. Where do you find this? This is so cool. Oh my gosh, so amazing. Okay, cool. I love it. Yes, leave it down there so we can all have it. Chill house. Okay, cool. You guys, chill house. For all those cool things. Amazing. All right, you guys. So go ahead and open up these legs. Shake them out for a second. We've been sitting down for a little while. All right, so the first pose that we're going to get into is called the square pose. And this is an opener for the hip. It's a deep stretch for the hips here. Okay. Now, if you are very tight with your hips and if sitting down in butterfly or crisscross is already uncomfortable for you, you're going to definitely want a pillow or you're going to want some blocks or a block, right? So go ahead and grab a pillow if you think you need a block, okay? I'm going to go ahead and show you what the first stretch is. We're going to go ahead and grab our right leg and we're going to place our right leg or ankle above the left knee, okay? Now, we're going to take a couple of breaths here. We're going to take a couple of seconds just to find and release and sit into this stretch and release into the stretch, okay? Give into the discomfort just a bit. Notice the tension. Remember, leaning in to the discomfort, right? So it's not just so much a physical sensation, but also mental. So sitting up nice and tall, take a couple of inhales and exhales here. I choose to lead with my personal power. And we're just gonna sense the stretching occurring, happening in our hips. Perhaps we wanna move, right? Dance and get out of it. But we're gonna actually activate our sense of stillness throughout today's stretch. Passive stretching. I promise this is a good one. Maybe a little bit of discomfort, right? But there is never any growth without discomfort. There's always growth with discomfort. So when you're ready, go ahead and face your right foot. So you're facing that left corner. And you're gonna go ahead and walk those hands out. And you're gonna keep those shoulders squared to that right foot. Now, if you notice, you're already probably sensing some tightness in that right hip. Take a couple of breaths here. Let's take 3 big inhales, 3 big exhales. When you're ready, you can go ahead and lower your head. And you can repeat to yourself, I am deserving of being seen and heard. I deserve to be seen and heard. And just seeing what that comes up for you. Here we go. Big inhale, big exhale. Nice. We'll take our last 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready, go ahead and walk those hands in. Amazing job. You're going to go ahead and open up that right leg very carefully. You're going to take it to the side. Nice. Go ahead and open it up. Let's add some undulations here, right and left. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and just nicely bend to the side. Reach into that right leg. I like to place my right hand on top of the shin, and I'm going to push away my left knee with my left hand for a deeper stretch. See if you can relax the shoulders here and the neck and the feet. Take a big inhale here, big exhale. Yes. So giving into the stretch, reminding you of your affirmation. Where is your personal power? Reminding you that you have it. It's always within you. Last 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come all the way up. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and open up that left leg. We're going to bring the right leg in. Let's go ahead and try it on the left. So left foot comes up and over that right knee. Square pose here. Square position. Yeah, and take note, maybe there's one side that's a little tighter than the other, and that's okay, right? Just being gentle. If this is a little too much for you, you can always just place the foot in front, okay? Reminding you that we are leaning into the discomforts, all right? So go ahead and place your hands on your knees or on your foot. Take a big inhale, maybe take 3 inhales, 3 exhales. Take your time here. And even through the discomfort, can you find that affirmation? I choose to lead with my personal power. Big inhales and big exhales, feeling that stomach rise and extend. Activate that solar plexus. Beautiful. Maybe one more inhale here. When you're ready, you're going to go ahead and shift your weight or take a look over to that right side. Square the shoulders here, square the chest. And when you're ready, go ahead and walk those hands out. Drop the chest, drop the head. We'll take 3 big inhales here, 3 big exhales. Yes. Reminding you that any discomfort here is okay, right? We don't want pain, but we definitely want some sensation. Reminding you that this stretch is also happening for you and not to you. I deserve to be heard and seen. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and you are number 1. Go ahead and walk those hands in, roll up to the spine. Intuitives, you look amazing. I love this for you. Go ahead and open up that left leg. Ooh, maybe point the foot. Undulations right and left. Stretch it out. Yes, a little massage for the spine. Maybe roll the shoulders. When you're ready, go ahead and walk that hand out on top of the shin. Placing that right hand on the opposite knee. Go ahead and push it away. Letting it onto my mat. Yes. Nice. And then taking a couple of breaths here. And instead of maybe actively pushing away, right? Maybe just surrendering into the stretch. So maybe you're pushing and then take a couple of inhales and exhales. And then you find yourself just leaning into the stretch. Right? Melting into it. Can you take a big inhale here, big exhale? Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and nice work, you guys. All right, coming all the way up. Beautiful. Go ahead and open up that right leg. Shake it out. All right, next position is called a seal pose. You'll see why. All right, so you're gonna bring your legs over to that right side. Okay. And then you're gonna go ahead and place both hands on the floor next to you. And then you're gonna go ahead and lean in on top of that hip. Beautiful. Now notice how my right leg stays behind. Yes, so not on top of the left, but out behind. I'm gonna go ahead and push away from the floor, keeping both hands flat on the floor. You're just gonna go ahead and push away so that you can feel that stretch happening in your obliques and your side. Yes, feel free to take a look over to that right shoulder. This is a nice little seal pose. Open up that chest if you'd like. Bring the chest out, bring the shoulders back. Take a couple of inhales and exhales here. Nice. Let's do 3 big inhales, 3 big exhales. See if you can relax that back leg, that right leg. Yes. You have 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead and sit on your booty. Walk the hands up, shake it out, and let's try the other side. Same thing here. So we bring it all the way over to the left. Now we bring our hands over to the front. We shift our weight over onto the hip. Our left leg stays behind us. And then we make sure that the hands are flat on the floor. All right, from there, we go ahead and take a look over our left shoulder. See if you can relax that back leg here. Take those big inhales, big exhales. Open up the chest. Shoulders are back. Yes. Today I assert my will. Today I assert my will. Yes, I'm pushing away from the floor so if you can visualize and also sense and feel that opposition happening. So you're pushing away from the floor with those hands, energy out through the palms, energy out through the heels. Beautiful. There you go. Nice. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead and take a seat. Beautiful. All right, we're going to go ahead and cross those legs. When you're ready, come up and over. Hands and knees on the ground. We're going to go ahead and add those hip rolls and body rolls. So roll those hips out, roll those rib cages, shoulders, head. Take a couple of seconds here to roll the body out. Yes, see how big you can make these rolls? Beautiful. And when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and bring your left knee into the chest and go ahead and place it in front, right? Now, semi-pigeon position. We're going to remain on the shin first. So let's go ahead and bring the hips square to the floor. Extend that back leg a couple times and rest it, opening up that right hip. Nice. Beautiful. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and take a seat on that left hip. You're going to push the left foot a little forward. When you're ready, you can go ahead and walk the hands forward and bring your elbows down to the floor. If you're ready for a deeper stretch, you can go ahead and bring those hips up and over and square them to the floor, right? So you want that left heel by your sacral or navel. Let's take 3 big inhales here, 3 big exhales. Take this time to converse with yourself, to communicate, check in with yourself, right? Personal power, relationship with self. Inquire within. Let go of any responsibilities that you have with others, with the house, with pets. Just think of yourself. Be with yourself. Allow yourself to be. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. You'll lock your hands in, place them on the floor. Nice, sitting up nice and tall. You're going to go ahead and lean back into that left hip. You're going to go ahead and shake it out, extend the legs to the other side. And then we'll try the same thing to the other side. Yes, cross those legs. And then up and over, hands on the floor, knees and hands on the mat. And when you're ready, here we go. Undulations, body roll once again. Take your sweet time. Yes. And as you roll that body, and it feels so good, can you tell yourself, remind yourself, I love you. This feels so good. I deserve this. Thank you so much for doing this for me, massaging me, stretching me. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and bring your right knee into the chest. Place the shin on the floor. Square the shoulders and hips. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and lift that back leg off the floor and then bend it a couple times. You'll stretch it and bend it nice and slow. Yeah. Stretch and bend. That's it. Nice. And after a couple times, if you're ready, you can go ahead and take a seat on that right hip or right booty. And you'll push the right foot a little further front. Yeah. And then you'll bring your hands to the center and front. Bring those hips up and over. Pigeon position. Here we go. Round 2 on the right side. Here we go. Inquiring within. Right? Inquiring within, relationship with self. Meeting of the mind, meeting with the heart. Nice. Let's take a big collective inhale. Big exhale. Release and surrender into that stretch. Last 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. All right, here we go. Coming on out of that, you can go ahead and take a seat on that beautiful booty of yours. Open up that left leg, open up the right leg. Woo! Here we go, deep divers. All right, here we go. Flexing the feet and pointing the feet. Wake up those feet, the ankles, roll them out. Sitting up nice and tall, bring those shoulders over ribs, ribs over hips. Nice, and let's go ahead and focus on the shoulder. So we're gonna go ahead and flex the feet, hands in front, and we're gonna reach forward with the root, with the sacral, with the shoulder, and then with the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. And then we'll go ahead and push with the hands inward, push away as we roll up through the spine, making sure the head is last. And then we'll do that 3 times, all right? Take your sweet time here. See how low you can get that navel or belly button to the floor. See if you can bring your chest all the way down. Nice, and roll it up. Beautiful work, beautiful work. Nice, maybe one more time. Take your sweet time. Beautiful. All right. Once you are done with those 3, you can go ahead and walk the hands forward. Release any tension in the hips and ankles. You'll walk your hands as far as you'd like and find a relatively comfortable position here. You can bring your elbows to the floor if possible. If this is a little too intense for you, you're just going to keep your hands on the floor and bring your gaze down between those hands, all right? Now, if your elbows are down to the floor, see if you can relax your neck here and your head. Crown of the head will come to the palms of the hand. And we'll take 3 big inhales, 3 big exhales. See if you can bring that belly button to the floor. Nice. And while we are in this position, we'll say to ourselves, I am a mighty co-creator. I am a mighty co-creator. And perhaps not convincing ourselves with these affirmations, but just saying them to see how we feel with the affirmation, where we are at with that affirmation. Last 5 seconds. 4. Can you take an inhale, exhale, surrender a little more to the stretch. 3, 2, belly button to the floor. And 1, nice work. Flip the palms to the floor. We'll push away from the floor, extending those arms. Walk the hands in very carefully. Woof, and we'll shake the legs out. Woo-hoo. Nice work. All right, we're gonna go ahead and come down to the floor. On our backs we go. We got 2 more stretches. And when you're ready, you can come all the way down onto the backs. Yes, bring the heels down to the floor. Maybe rock and roll, maybe push yourself back and forth so you can really feel that spine, that back on the floor, okay? And what we'll do here is we'll extend one leg of our choice, whatever leg that is for you. And you'll place the right ankle over the opposite knee. Go ahead and turn that knee out. The working leg, we'll call this one the working leg. So working leg extends and goes onto that other side. We're turning out that knee. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we'll go ahead and bring that knee into the chest a couple of times. in and out. Nice. And after maybe 3 times, we'll go ahead and extend that working leg. We'll extend the other leg as well. And we're going to cross that working leg over. Yeah, so like a crisscross. We'll bend at the knees and we'll let the right or left knee, depending which one is up, we'll let it fall to the opposite side. Yes, beautiful. Feel free to extend that opposite arm as well. Keep the shoulders on the mat or on the floor. And bring your gaze to the extended arm. For a deeper stretch, you can place that same hand on that side and push it down, push the knee down to the floor. Reminding you all of the affirmations today, none of these are to convince you, but just to inspire thought and feeling. Only to inspire thought and feeling regarding your relationship with self. Last 4 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bring those knees back to center. Feel free to retrograde it, extend one leg out, extend both. Beautiful. Place the opposite or working leg on the floor, and then we'll switch working legs now. So opposite leg now comes to the opposite knee. Take a couple seconds here to bring that knee into the chest and back down to the floor. Big exhale as the knee comes in. You place both hands on the floor as well for support. Nice. And after those 3, go ahead and extend that working leg. Extend the supportive leg. You'll cross that working leg over, bending at the knee. And then you'll let the knees fall over to the opposite side of that working leg. Nice. And then we'll extend the opposite arm. You can place the same arm on top of the knee for a deeper stretch. Square the shoulders to the floor. Let's make sure that those shoulders and back remain on the mat. And your gaze can remain up or looking towards that extended arm. I am a mighty co-creator. I deserve to be heard and seen. Today, I assert my will. Five, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. So amazing. Go ahead and come all the way back. Extend that working leg. Extend the supporting leg. And when you're ready, go ahead and bring both feet down to the floor. Connect the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall out to the sides. We'll bring the palms up to be receptive to any information that wants to come from within. Feel free to also place the hands on the solar plexus if you feel more comfortable doing that today. Let's take a lot of inhales, a lot of exhales, and let's take these last 30 seconds to catch your breath, regain some energy, or set the intention today. Reminding you of today's affirmations. I am a mighty co-creator. I deserve to be seen and heard. Today, I assert my will. Big inhale. Big exhale. Shavasana. Reminding you of today's affirmations. I am a mighty co-creator. Now is the time for me to lead from my personal power. I am the ruler of my mind. I hold my head high and know my worth. I let curiosity be the focus now. All will be better than well. I have everything I need to tell a new tale and weave more blessings in the world as my unique contribution. Beautiful work today, intuitives. Love you so much. When you're ready, go ahead and extend those arms overhead. Extend those legs, energy out through the palms and fingers, energy out through the toes and heels. Big, big, big energy here. Maybe interlace those fingers and take a big stretch like you woke up for the second time. Get those yawns out. Beautiful. When you're ready, you can bring those knees into the chest and come to the right side of your mat into a cradle position. Right arm extended, right ear on the shoulder or on the arm. Take a couple of seconds here in that cradle position. Beautiful. And when you are ready, you can go ahead and place those hands on the floor. Hands and knees. And we'll roll the body out one last time. Beautiful job, you guys. Go ahead and take a seat on those beautiful heels of yours. Bring those hands together. You already know. Yay! Clap it up for yourself because, hey, we're doing it. We're healing. We are learning about ourselves. It's never too late. Just because we are growing older does not mean that we are supposed to have all the answers. We are always learning. We are always evolving. So be open with an open heart, open mind towards your journey. All right, bring those hands together. All right, here we go, here we go. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pass each other sunlight, okay? Yes. So we're gonna pass each other some sunlight, okay? I encourage you today, okay? Today we are working with the solar plexus. So I encourage you today to find a sunny spot in your house, somewhere by a window, or maybe go outside if you can, and sit and enjoy the sun. Receive some light codes today, okay? And when you receive it, visualize it coming into your solar plexus and healing you from within. Use that third eye. Here we go. Let's go ahead and send each other some light. Yellow light, vibrant light. Send it, receive it, be it. Make your own magic. Big inhale here. Big exhale. Amazing job, you guys. I love you so much. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself some love today, especially if you need it. Do not apologize for that. I wish you an amazing day today. You are a mighty co-creator. Never forget that. Be patient with your journey. And I will see you on Tuesday again at 10 a.m. I love you guys. Have an amazing day today.